Welcome, guys. That was loud. I think I hurt your ears. Yeah, okay. Welcome, guys. This is my unfinished school production thing. And in this school is called Redstoned. Yep, with a D. High. Burn. Forget about the burn. The burn is actually just there for entertainment reasons for me. Our mascot is the chicken. Yes. So the redstone, because the chicken depends on itself. It doesn't depend on another. One chicken will lay eggs, and those eggs could create more chickens. It depends on itself. It is self-reliant, just like being redstoned high. Alright, guys? So let's start off this episode by, as most schools have it, announcements. So our first announcement is drugs are bad. Second announcement is today in the cafeteria we will be having redstone dust tutorial. In other words, how to use redstone. What blocks does an average piece of redstone dust power? How does it power that? How far does it power? And blah 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 blah. And third announcement, drugs are bad. And there's a typo. Let's just get rid of that. So yeah, guys, drugs are bad, people. You heard it. Don't use drugs. Even though you're in Redstone High, don't use drugs. So, this, let's add a little bit to this, make it fancy. This is your there's some noise outside and I have my window open. I hope you guys don't hear that. I really hope you guys don't. So, that's a farm for stuff, okay? So this is your average piece of redstone dust, okay? Single alone, it makes this circle, okay? And this piece of redstone dust, on average, powers these 4, okay? These 5. The block below it, and the 4 blocks around it, okay? Well, if you have something like this, it would... Sorry, I had a burp. It would only power these 4. Even though you have 2 pieces of redstone, that's more redstone. This single piece of redstone powers 5. 2 pieces of redstone power 4. Okay? Now, let's go ahead and let's say if we have 3, these 3 pieces of redstone power 5. Okay? Even though there's that little bump there, that bump doesn't power this or this. It has to reach the edge of it to power it. Okay? So this would only power these 5, that 3. But let's say if you have 4 in this orderly shape, okay? If you have in this shape, it would only power these 4. But let's say if you had it like this, it would power using monster egg. I didn't know I was doing that. I'm so sorry. I've been spawning silverfish. This, if you had 4 here, it would power 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks. I'm sorry for talking to you guys like you're slow. This is just what I'm trying to point at. I hope you guys get the point. If it's alone, it actually is because when Redstone first came out, when it was alone, it was in this shape, okay? Made a square, and if it was something else, it was like this. So let's say if you had this and then another one, so this is you know what, I can do it better like this. Actually, I don't know why I'm destroying it. So let's say if this is 1 block, okay, let's take out some, I don't know, cobblestone actually, and then we'll do it again for here. Do. Okay, place another one there. So these are 2 separate blocks. Let's say if you have one, this would be, okay, this would be your regular one. It would make a triangle as in to show positive, because this was back when computers were. And let's say if you add another positive to it, 2 positives become a negative. In other words, bam. That there is a negative for you. So 2 blocks connecting redstone, it would become this. In other words, it still does that now. Singly, it makes this, but technically it is still this. Okay, it's still that, but add on, it becomes negative. Alright, nowadays, this is positive, this is negative. But if you want to make a computer, you still have to use that. And yes, it is possible to make a computer in Minecraft using this stuff. Now, let's go on our way to power blocks, okay? So as you know, it powers this stuff. So let's say, let's use a common mistake people make. Okay? This is a very, I've actually made this mistake too, so don't be sad. This. Why isn't it working? It should be working, right? They're not being powered. I have redstone dust around it. Why isn't it working? Technically, in this scenario, you'd be powering the block, the one below that, below that, below that, below that, this, and the one below that, and then that. It'd be powering all those. None of these. See, you saw that right there? It's going towards it. That's why that one is powered. Okay? So now, let's do something else. Now you have to take it into your own consideration. You can do, if you want to keep that design of doing something like that, you can do something like this. I am having a flaw in this system, and it can be made a lot easier. I'm just trying to see if any of you guys notice it. Probably most of you won't. This can happen too, right? You know what? That'll be your homework. Try to figure out the flaw in how to use less pieces of redstone in a design like this. How to use less pieces of redstone dust. Okay? So let's add one of this, and now these are all powered. You can do easily that, because now you're wondering, why is that being powered? It's not connected to this. So this is where one of these come in. So as you can see, this is technically like that because of the fact that this block here is sending power to this, okay? But then it's also sending power into this. In another way, I can prove it to you guys with this by using a lever. The way the lever works is, explain this is powered, okay? Think, you know what, I can do that, it's just this, okay? Boom. I have to get it away from it just to make sure it doesn't influence it. And let's take this back. I don't know, I have a door just for examples. Right? It's being powered by that. The way that goes is because it's transferring through, okay? So now, let's say you have something like this. It's powering the block on top because this is being transferred into this. Now, this is powered, so that if it's powered, it can power this. The only problem with that is this can power this. The thing is, this now can't power this. It can only be transferred. So technically, this can transfer it to this. I don't know if you guys understand that. I might go into more detail. What I'm trying to say is, wire can go through. Power is so strong that it goes through one block, but it can't go through both. Sorry, two. I thought it was an iron golem. So that's what I'm trying to tell you guys right there. Okay? So as you see, this design is the same as that. Now, okay, let's say if you don't want it to be up like that, okay? And you know, you want it to be at ground level with the pistons on top, there is something you can do. Guys, and I'm back. For me, it was 1.5 minutes. For you guys, I don't know, less than a second, I guess. I just didn't even say I was leaving. So what this is, if I power this, these can work on, because as you know, it is going to into it, okay? Into it, and I believe, nope, it doesn't, because these are transparent. These are full blocks. Alright, let's place one in here. this is a more compact way to do it. Looks a bit more epic, but doing something like this is easier for you guys to understand. Yep. Epic, huh? So that's that for you guys. And that's another day. So I believe this is your class. It's getting late, it's becoming night, and I think I've held you guys in for detention for too long. You guys, all you did was a little bit of mischief, and you know what? You can learn stuff in detention. I'm not saying go ahead and be bad, be a bad boy. I'm not saying any of that stuff, trust me, I'm not. I'm just saying you guys did something bad, and what you did bad was not know about Redstone, so don't worry about it. Griffboy1998 is here, and he's teaching you guys how to do Redstone. So, thank you guys for staying for this long. Hope you guys enjoy your burning day, and toodles for now, and come back another day for me to explain to you guys repeaters. Bye, guys.